What's up, chat? Okay, there we are. There we are. Saturday evening, and what better to do than a short live stream, because tonight I do have a busy schedule. First of all, of course, Formula One is going to be live in about 50 minutes. Chilling with the fiance, watching Formula One, and then doing some fiance stuff as we have a date night, which is always incredibly fun. So that is what we're going to do tonight. So yeah, online for about 50 minutes. And because Bitcoin did absolutely nothing, like, oh my, what a day. We're also going to cover some altcoins. Very often it is requested to do alts. So I think what I can do in chat as well is I can do polls, I believe. So I will definitely start a poll. Like first I will then ask the Bybit Wig. Wig is with CK, my man. C-K-W-I-C-K. Wig. I know what you mean though. 23.6K. I know what you're talking about. But I think what we'll do in a second after I cover some Bitcoin stuff, I will ask about, hey guys, what kind of charts would you be interested in? We'll start a poll with some of the answers. You guys can vote, and then we'll see how far we get. So yeah, that being said, what's up, Ersin Yilmaz, Andreas Satas? There he is again, newest member here. Live in the chat as well. QZ World, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Had a solid day, very productive as well. Lots to do as well for both YouTube and the members, especially working on diamond stuff today, and also for my educational business, where I still have to read a script of a course as well, and potentially change and edit some stuff. I have to build the business plan in a bit more detail as well. Governance, got to check. My colleague made a governance piece, which I have to check as well. But yeah, that's for tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time with you all. So the Opslag, welcome as well. Pape Live, what's up? How you doing, man? Enjoy the night as well. What's up to the Moon community? How you doing? Avin Mouville, always there. Kamran Pariskar, what's up? How you doing? How are you doing? Okay, let's cover Bitcoin. Of course, today I did something that I don't do too often. By the way, also hi to Akshay Dulanjith and Crypt Invest. Someone's capping by using your name and DP. You mean in Discord, QZ World? By any chance? Let me check. Always got the scammer alert ready. No one here. Eh? I already banned everyone. I'm quite on top of the banning stuff here. Okay, that's for later. But I'm quite on top of everything in Discord. And if there's any scammers in Discord, make sure to tag the scammer and tag me, but also tag the scammer, because if you cannot tag him, I already banned him. And if you can tag him, then I can just click on his name and ban him instantly. But yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good with all of the scammers. There's not too many. But of course, there's always going to be scammers, but not too many crazy joining every day at least. It happens like maybe once a week or even less. Farshak Farouk, what's up? How you doing? LJ, good to see you as well. There's always scammer. Tell them to get a freaking job. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah, what do you do? It's like an industry thing, right? It's like typical crypto stuff. Like, you have the scammers everywhere, but I can imagine many people by now should know, or at least have experience with scams. My YouTube comments are very, very clean. Because I work very hard on countering all the messages that scammers post. So you rarely ever see scams in my YouTube chat, because I made it in such a way that automatically scammers are removed from my YouTube comments. YouTube comments, not chat, YouTube comment section. Of course, in Discord, we do have some protections, but yeah, it's not always easy. But generally, there's a very, very low activity of scammers. MMD Naderi, welcome as well. And let's start. So we're gonna cover shortly Bitcoin, because look. You want to see what happened today? Wait, this is where we started, this candle here. Right? So this is the price action of today. Shoot. Of course, every day brings new information, right? But it becomes quite complex to count this in a lot of detail, but I will share my thoughts about what I see locally, and then we'll go and do some altcoin charts. That's actually what I want to spend most of my time on this evening. So yeah, let's just cover the 1112. You may have seen the previous video. Very unlikely because of the ratio between the 1112s over here. Second wave one longer than the first. Can happen, not ideal. But then the third wave one is much longer in time than the higher degree wave ones, not ideal. And also this wave 2 is incredibly long compared to the other wave 2s. And this is the lowest degree wave 2, also not ideal. So not a good scenario. Now this scenario, this one is still possible, absolutely. The problem is that it is very difficult to get a solid count in here at the moment. So I mean, I've been looking at it, like it was about like a quarter past 6, so about like half an hour ago. And I knew I was going to go live. So I was like, let me have a look at this piece of the chart over here and see if I can like figure something out, right? I didn't. Like sometimes the chart is simply not clear, you know what I mean? And that happens sometimes with Elliott waves as well. So like this being a 3-wave structure has a high probability, because the 5-wave structures, meaning 1 2 1 2 1 2 and then a move down, doesn't have high probabilities. And also a bearish impulse scenario 1 2 3 4 5 is invalidated for entering price action of 1, not what you want to see as well. Diagonal wave 3 is longer than wave 1, but 5 is shorter than wave 3, is also invalidated. So, and those are the only 3 things you can have for a impulse to the downside. A triple or double 1 2 scenario, you can have diagonals, preferably contracting, not expanding, and you can have a regular impulsive structure, 5-wave move, but none of those really work with this price action to the downside, increasing probabilities that this is a 3-wave structure with then a wave W. And I have 2 thoughts that I like to share with you. And make sure to put comments in Discord and share your charts in Discord to inspire me as well. Because the first scenario here is that we have an A or W looking for X or B, and then C or Y to the downside. Now the main areas, look, this is something I learned luckily quite early on. You do not trade towards your areas of interest. You trade from your areas of interest. Area of interest, one is here. 1 is here and 1 is here. Where are we now? In the middle of absolutely nowhere, right? For me, at least, right? The target boxes, very well respected in general. And those are my areas of interest. I look at the reaction over here, or over here. And based on what I see, I might choose to enter a particular position. But at the moment, we're in the middle of nowhere. So it doesn't really make sense for me at the moment to enter something here, as long as my plan is not valid, let's say. Not that I need these areas of interest to enter, but of course it's extra confidence. But at the moment we're in the middle of nowhere. So I have these 2 scenarios. For a wave B, price has to retrace all the way to the 0.9, which based on the price action we have after this A or W seems very unlikely that we are going to get all the way up here to the 0.9 for a flat, and then an A, B, C expanding flat, which is most common. For a flat, you have to at least hit the 0.9 taken from the high to the low of A, which is sitting at 35.8. Not like at the moment, currently, not a high probability that you go all the way up here. At the moment, a flat ABC is not a high probability because price is not really moving up quick enough for this at the moment, right? Based on what we see, we are ranging over here. We're not even close to these levels, which makes it more likely that this structure is a wave X, and a wave X can be complex. And then I was like, okay, if we think about a potential wave X, right? Let's have a look at what happened after this low. So this is now a confirmed 3-wave structure. Reason is that we took the low, right? So it can't be a 5-3-5 zigzag or the beginning of an impulse because we took the low, right? So this is a three-wave structure. Okay, we got that one sharp, right? So this is then a W or an A. But this cannot be an A, B, C anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, potentially, but let me check here, because wave C is not allowed to be, if this is A, where is B? This is your B. It's almost invalidated. It's invalidated at a quarter to 11. So I mean, low probabilities that we have an A, B, C over here, and then a flat A, B, and then a wave C. Also, preferably wave C is quite long, but wave C is not allowed to be longer than twice the size of A and B together. So you take a fib time from this low to this low, you double click, you look at the 2, and the 2 is at a quarter to 11, which is only in what is it, a couple of hours. So yeah, low probabilities at the moment, because this is then A, B, and then you need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up for C. Is this a 5-wave structure as well? Doesn't look like a 5-waver over here. Looks more like a 3-wave structure. So I'm not really looking at a flat. Then you have a WXY, where this is then your W. You have an X to the downside, which is complex. Like you can have a double zigzag in here as well, and then you're going to be looking for a Y. But because W is a zigzag, wave Y has to be a flat or a triangle. But now wave Y is becoming so big to this wave W over here, which is also not nice. So yeah. That like this is the reason why currently the local price action is quite confusing here. This is also confirmed a 3-waver now, or, and this is what I've been looking for, this is a flat ABC, and then this is not a 3-waver but a 5-wave, and this is something I've been keeping an eye on. Like if this is a flat, right? How can I put this flat into the bigger context here? And then you need W, and then you need to have a W, X, and then this has to be a Y. Let me put it on the chart here. Then you have like W, this is going to be your X, then you have some sort of a Y here as well. Look how you see how complex this is becoming at the moment. That's why it's sometimes better to just be patient with Elliott waves and wait for clarity again, because it's going to be very messy. So yeah, confirmed 3-wave structure, move down, W, then you have a flat ABC, nice, finished. This is also now a 3-waver. If this is a W, this is X, then what is W, right? So it's a complex count here at the moment. No clarity really on these lower time frames. We do have clarity when we zoom out, right? That's what I mentioned in the previous videos. But counting currently this over here is pretty difficult. Now we did have bullish CVD divergences building over here, so it could be interesting to move to the upper target box at 35.2 to 35.5k, right? Interesting area of resistance. Of course, the bullish CVD divergence is already played out, right? The high got taken and this high got taken. So they already played out, but at least there were some bullish CVD divergences. And on Bitcoin here, cheapest. What's happening recently? So over here, we did have a lower high on price, higher high on the yellow CVD, bearish CVD divergence. Already played out as well. Currently we have bullish CVD divergence, higher low in price, lower low on the CVD over here, very, very locally. But yeah, I mean, this is like 5-minute stuff. Higher low in price, lower low on the CVD as well. Also here on blue, by the way. So yeah, it's let's hope that Sunday gives us a bit more information, or we're gonna either just get some sort of a move out of here. But yeah, this is quite interesting. But what I wanted to say, the reason that you kind of know where price wants to go if you zoom out is because of by the way, the bullish scenario. Let's cover this first. Is that you already have a finished WXY. This is your wave 1. You're now in a wave 2. and you're going to get a wave 3 early next week to the upside for new highs, right? Not really a scenario I'm looking at the moment. Also, the main reason is that this has to be then a wave 1. This is your 2. Then you have another 1, 2 continuation. But you can see how deep this move retraced to this low, right? It almost took the low, hit the 886, closed candles below the 886, taken from the low to the high, lowering the probabilities that any move to the upside is an impulse in a wave 3 or higher. Higher probability that any move to the upside that takes this high is going to be a wave C or a wave Y, which then means you can think about potential flats, A, B, C. And that is something I've mentioned in the update earlier today as well. So in general, when you zoom out at the range and the move that you got to the downside here, yes, price can move to the upside, that's fine. But in general, probabilities are higher to take the lows over here. We got so much liquidity as well down here. Double bottoms, triple bottoms, all that good stuff. Can even retrace to the 1 hour gap. Absolutely fine. But yeah, that is probability-wise when you zoom out, right? When you don't know, and this is actually a mistake many beginning Elliott wavers make, because I've been there. When you don't know what's going on, usually people like to zoom in. They go to the 5 minute, they go to the 3, they go to the 1, and they try to make sense of what is happening. Instead, zoom out. Leave this for what it is. Stick to the rules that you know this is not an impulse, as explained earlier, right? Very low probabilities. This is any sort of an impulsive move to the downside. Higher probabilities, this is corrective. Also, the 886 hit. So in general, your probabilities got to be higher probability to take these lows at a certain moment in time, even if price would move up. Even if you would take the high, you're still going to go down eventually based on probabilities, higher probabilities. You're going to take these lows, make a new low, before then eventually continuation to the upside. Because also the fact this is not an impulse to the downside lowers probabilities by a lot that you are going to go for much lower prices in an impulsive wave to I don't know how low, right? So that is the important message of what is happening over here. And yeah, we know the areas of interest. Wouldn't mind seeing a bit of a push, of course. But yeah, we know support, we know resistance. By the way, the support box here, 34.3 to 34.5K basically, right? So yeah, that is basically Bitcoin for you in a nutshell with what is happening over here. Okie dokie. Put chat on screen. So that was nice, short and snippy. I think I entered 6 trades since yesterday with your strat. What's up, Lucas? Lucas is a diamond member, that's why he's saying it. And Lucas, what are the results, man? I'm curious. Tarmo, what's up? How you doing, man? MMD Nadir, I'd be thankful if you do altcoin analysis for these coins. So we already have 3 at least mentioned, and we do a little vote as well in a second, a poll. Because of course there's many more. Could you give some thought on Quant? So we got Quant as well. Dotter, know how to tag, not familiar with Discord, but share a screenshot. .r. Okay, just make sure, I'll check it after the stream, QZ World. Jasmine XRP, sending your scam alert. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to ban his ass. Card Crypto, or actually, banning goes quick. What's this? Kunz Trading 1, yeah, he's already banned. You have 3. Yeah, I mean, he's already banned. Because, look, you got to try and look for his, you got to look for his tag. Kunz Trading 1. I already banned him quite a long time ago, I believe. So yeah, just make sure you ban him, because I can't do anything to personal messages. I can only control the group, and everyone. There's no scammers in the group at the moment. I ban them very quickly. So. What's up, Card Crypto? How you doing, Smoky Love? Howdy. 3 wins. There we go. 1 loss, 2 running. That's very nice indeed. 3 wins, 1 to 3 RR. That's the target of the strategy that I have, and he's using that. So 1 to 3 RR wins. That's 9%. 1 loss, 8%. 2 running. So that's by far a profitable day. So that's very nice. What's with all those wicks? You mean like these over here? I don't know. actually. Manipulation. Oh yeah, I don't really believe in manipulation and that's ICT stuff. I just believe in the chart, and the chart is buying and selling, and buying and selling has to be done by people pressing buy or sell, which has to do with market psychology. And of course, you also have the market makers that fill inefficiencies. So that's also why, by the way, ICT works. So yeah, it's just the market moving. You know, the market is always looking for liquidity because liquidity is where bigger positions can exit or enter their positions. And that is why you tend to get a wick, because, you know, you enter or exit positions in those areas, or people are being liquidated, or people have their stop losses hit, and that causes a chain reaction, basically. And that is why you can get like a wick, because you get all the stops. And of course, the stop of a short is a long. A market long. So you can get a bit of a chain reaction, has to be absorbed, and then you go down again. Wave 3s often begin not because of buying or selling, but they begin because of liquidations and stop losses. Bitcoin bullish or bearish? Well, both bullish and bearish in general, because you need a bullish and a bearish scenario. But from an Elliott Wave perspective, if you zoom out to a 1 hour chart, whatever happens here, price can move up. That would actually be nice. No solid foundation based on Elliott waves that it has to go there at the moment because of the complexity here. But in general, probabilities are higher to take all the lows over here. And after a bit of a dip, you then continue to the upside. Okay, quite a lot of streams, yeah. I went live because nothing happened on the chart. So, okay, guys, I'm going to do a poll. How many options can I give? Literally only 2. Test 1, test 2, add. Okay, I can 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. 4 options. So get some stuff in the chat. What altcoin? And I will try to see which ones I see passing. Okay, so give me some stuff. I see Karura, yeah. Also FDM. So, you know, I saw those. Jasmine XRP. I'm just gonna write it down for myself, just in case, that I know which ones are mentioned. Oh, but I can't. Yeah, I will. Jasmine. We have COS, Karura, QNT, Solana, Fetch. What are all these, like, what is all of this, eh? Give me some. Okay, we have Sol, Matic, TRX, Fetch again, AKT. Oh wait, you already mentioned facts. And AKT, I already got it, because we need to vote, right? Oh wait, OP is actually Maple, OP, EOS. Wow, how can I do a poll with 4? Wait, I have a better idea, everyone. I have a much better idea. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move you guys to the left, to the right, and we are gonna do this. Straw poll. That is what we're gonna do. What altcoin? Question. Then we're gonna paste answers here. Ta-da. Oh shit, I probably need to enter. Or not. Let's do a yeah, I thought so. 1 second here. 1 second, I'm working. Ooh. Amateur. Theta. Oh shit. COS, Karura, QNT, Solana, Fetch, AKT, Sol, Matic, TRX, Maple, OP, EOS. Okay, what's up? Give me more. Trios, GRT, Sinterklaas, QNT. I think we already had. Yeah, we already have QNT in there. Rose, Atom, I Rose, F. Okay, Fat, C diff. I don't even know what this is. If that's something serious. ADA, is ADA not yet in here? Yeah, this is going to be a list and a half. You guys better vote on more than one coin, else it's going to be a long night. TRX. because it goes sideways. Yeah. H bar. Okay. I think we got enough options, right? Everyone happy? Cool. Let's preview. This works. Very nice indeed. Select multiple options. Just make sure you can only vote once, but you can select multiple options. Okay. So we're going to create this. And let's, guys, you got to click the vote button. Oops. Not me. I got to go to share, copy. Okay. You guys press that link. Press that link and vote. We're going to go to show results. You can vote on multiple at the same time, right? I think I have to refresh, I guess. Oh, no, wait. They're coming in, I guess. There we go. Okay, let's see what's happening. Nair is at and we might need a timer, but of course we kind of know when the vote stops. So, okay. Keep it up, keep it coming. QNT currently in the lead. QNT in the lead. It's almost like we're playing like some sort of a game here. Seems like we're pretty much done. Okay, QNT, there are 4 votes. QNT was first on 5 votes, so you know it has priority. We can probably fit in multiple because I won't look too long, but I'll look at more like, you know, locally as well, and take it from there. So then we'll see how far we get in the list, right? So we do one time we do a whole vote, and then FET and fetch are the same coins. Oh, yeah. I didn't know. Well, but yeah, probably people selected like both of these, I suppose. You're asking an altcoin noob, absolute noob. Okay, let's start with Q&A. You guys can QNT. You guys can continue to vote. Okay, I gotta move you to my second screen, right? Okay. Well, Bitcoin is silenced. So let's put an alarm. What do I have here? Let's put this alarm. Oh yeah, I know. I want to keep that alarm actually. Never mind, I already moved it. Let's put this one up here. And let's also put it like one down here so that we know when something happens. Okay, QNT. QNT what? QNT Coinbase. Is that a good chart? Okay. Is this the biggest? Is it this is the most info? July 2022. What other charts what chart do I need? Gemini, Kraken, Bittrex, Binance. Usually Binance has a never mind. Usually Binance has a lot of history, but not here. Kraken. No. Okay. We'll do Coinbase here. Oh, we just had the vote, everyone. But what? Let me put the link of the straw poll, by the way. Let me just put it in the top as a pinned message, so that people can continue to vote. And but yeah, QNT now is the most voted. So let's have a look then. No. What I always like to do is select the low and also select the high. The reason I take this as the low is all of this here in front is not interesting to me, right? Not interesting to me. I only want to look what's happening here. Actually go higher. Let's start on the weekly. I'm going to do a quick run through here. Logs. Do we need log? Probably. Yeah. Okay, how far are we retracing at the moment? We are retracing to D. 0.5 on the logarithmic chart. And on the not log, we are at like the 786 golden pocket. So we are in a wave 2 as well as wave B or X zone. Of course, preferably for the bulls, you're going to go to the upside, no? Oh, it's swing failure of that low, right? So you can count 5 waves in here. The problem is, of course, it's a 3-waver. What's the, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is your 5, where do we go? Zigzag, put log off, put log on. If we have a flat, we still didn't hit it. That's interesting because it's not the nicest. You can like 1, 2, that's good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. How can you want to end an impulse here preferably, which is quite a high as well for a potential wave 5. It's higher than the common target as well. Much higher. Okay, so that could be your 3. Yeah, so that's interesting. You could end an impulse there, but then you start all of this drama basically, right? Bros analyzing the whole market. Oh, you want local price? Okay, wait. Do you want local, like 1 hour stuff, 4 hour stuff, or you want daily and then zoom in? Like what's the plan here? Like time wise, if you want me to do multiple coins, the best thing is to go more local, because of course, takes quote unquote less time. Maybe do that, because else we're gonna hang around at charts too long and I can't cover too many charts. Okay, I gotcha. We're gonna zoom in. More local is also what you guys are probably trading anyway, right? So more local means this is the low here. And then the biggest question is this, of course, an impulse to the upside? Because the lower, if I go to lower time frames, I have more, I can do more charts. So just a quick check. We just want to make sure that, it's not going to be some sort of a flat, which it can be. Okay, so there is the potential for a flat only if this is then A, B, C. So that is, of course, the bearish scenario. Potentially, if that's an impulse, of course. Or you start with an 1 or an A. Okay, let's zoom in. Oh, by the way, when I analyze, I can be quite quiet, just so you know, because it takes a lot of focus as well. Okay, so this looks indeed like an impulse. Like a WXY or an ABC running flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside 3, finishing here. Then you have your wave 4, ending with your wave 5. What's the percentage, by the way? Okay. Nicely 2.618. That's actually quite nice. We follow along. Exactly. The long straight wave seems in ending C before you check local, and now impulse. Oh, Okay, yeah, you mean this, like a wave C, and this is the beginning of the bull. Potentially, yes. That's of course the bullish scenario where this is not the low of your B. This is going to be a wave 1. So a couple of things that are then important. Let's make this minuscule. We're going to put this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the bullish scenario, right? Everyone, you always need a bullish and a bearish scenario, okay? 3 went to the 3.618. Quickly check your 4, even though that has to be your 4. That's like no question. Yeah, 2, 3, 6. That's fine as well. And wave 2 retrace deep, which is good. Okay, nice. Now the local retracement. Preferably, if you're in a wave 2, you're going to retrace to the 05 to the 786. Tag the 05. That is nice. This is going to be your area of interest. White. That is your area of interest, and you're going to be looking for a move up, of course. Now, time-wise, let's check time as well, because your wave 2 preferably is going to... Okay, we already passed the 0.382, so that is fine. Of course, we have confluence here with the order block. Let's check where the volume is shortly. Probably in the low, really. Yeah, I already thought so. Okay, never mind. Do this. Okay, value area low in confluence with the golden pocket. Not bad. You also have a low here. This is then, of course, your corrective structure. Important to actually have a quick little look, just to make sure it looks corrective, not impulsive. Just to put on a chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You have an impulse. You either have diagonals or you have double 1-2s for much more downside. Lots of overlap here. To the downside, lowering the probabilities, of course, for a regular impulse. Doesn't look like a regular impulse. Besides, if you simply pull some trend lines, you can see it's expanding. Expanding diagonals are rare as well, which therefore has lower probabilities for a diagonal. And then you have the double 1-2s. But the thing is that if this is your 1, this is your 2, another 1, 2, another 1, 2, you can see the length of the waves are increasing, even though the degree of Elliott wave is decreasing. This should be your highest degree Elliott wave count. Yeah, 1, 1, 1, right? This can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then your 5 is longer than your 3, and then, yeah, you get an expanding structure, which is never preferred until other scenarios are invalidated. So that also increases probabilities of bullish continuation on QNT locally, where the probabilities then decrease. This is a wave C for a continuation in an impulse to the downside, meaning probabilities are higher to take the high before potentially ever coming back to that low. And if we take a fib from the low to the high to that's of course the question, how far is it going to go? Because it doesn't mean the correction is already over here, right? Can still continue dipping, because the target zone is still the 786, right? So we don't know. But yeah, you preferably at least want to see the 1.618 hit at the 138. So you're cute, thank you. So at least 138. That is the one that you would like to see being hit over here. Quickly look at volume. So this would be your just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the only bearish scenario. So it's lower probabilities because it's expanding, but the probability is then wait. Let me organize the chart here for you, not to confuse everyone. These trend lines are there, so this is the. Wait, why am I above? This. Down, down, down. Just call it low time frame bullish, up. And your bearish is, of course, this is going to be your 1 ABC flat in 2. You're now going to work on an impulse to the downside. Keep an eye on the volume, because for the smart ones here, I put the volume on, and I immediately was like, okay. Got to think about the bearish scenario. Why? Volume. in this move down here, right? You got volume increasing with price moving down. So it's something we have to keep in mind, right? Trade safe. And in general, have entry requirements, right? So wave 1 here is an expanding diagonal. Let me quickly actually do the measurements then as well. Just to make sure. Pop up, pop up, pop up, pop. That's already a diagonal by itself. It's not pretty. That one is longer. And that one is also longer. So yeah, based on the beginning here, this structure probabilities are lower for an impulse to the downside. And they are higher for continuation. And it's just probabilities. Of course, nothing is financial advice, but come on, you guys know you're on YouTube, right? So yeah, the 05 has been hit, has been respected as well. But you still got all the way down to 88, and it's still bullish. The moment you hit the 86, that's a problem, right? You don't want that. That would not be good. That would not be good. We're also at the value area high here. Okay, you know, there's definitely a few like confluences in the area. We're at an order block here at the moment, it seems. So yeah, golden pocket, a low. So that is QNT in a nutshell. Okay. ADA. Wait, I can go to trading, coin coverage, ADA. Okay. The reason I zoom out is because I already had some stuff going, and all of these scenarios. This is, let's have a quick look here. What have I been doing? Okay, let's zoom in. More interesting. Is this a good chart? It looks a little bit blocky. Wait, USD. Maybe, is there a better one? This is Binance. Is Coinbase nicer? Yes. Okay, let's have a look here. Oh yeah. Maybe that is the reason why I had the other chart. For a second, just take this one here. Oh, it's quite deep. So that's the thing. I do not like these type of wicks as a wave 1. But yeah, what do you do? Sometimes that's of course the way it is, but that kind of reflects in some of the scenarios I had on the chart. Of course, also here, the 0.5 has been hit potentially, right? For then the low of 2 to be in. Macro, 1, 2, continuation up. 0.5 hit, common for wave 2 as well. You can also see I got a key level here, which is the point of control of this whole bit, just above the golden pocket. Very interesting. Oh yeah. And also on the monthly chart, we're currently inside this gap on the monthly. So you might fill the gap and go to the downside, which is 0.20. It's still, of course, a bit of a dip. But okay. Let me actually, now that I've seen this, WXY is very rare, never preferred. High time frame WXY, zigzag W, then you eventually have an X. You did take the low, so WX, zigzag, flat. What zigzag? Low of Y, WX. Also, yeah, you could have your wave C finished in a zigzag here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A. Then you have a 3 wave B. And then you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave in C, ending in the common target area for C. That would, of course, be the bullish scenario. So with that info, we're going to zoom in, but not on this chart. We're going to do that on the Coinbase chart because lower time frames are nicer here. More candles. So again, select the low and the high. Low, high. What is this? July. Was that during the pump on XRP, the news thing? Probably. Can you make a Discord thread with screenshot and maybe a link of the video of the alt analysis? I mean, I can link it in Discord, but to make a separate channel, that would be a bit overkill, I think. Also, Card Crypto, check the gold coin coverage playlist. A bull run price prediction. Yeah, then you have to zoom out. And that takes a long time because then you have to go to the cycle, like the macro. No, not another channel. He's talking about a Discord channel. By the way, Gravity Gaming, did you know that if you press, just pay attention. If you press on the left side of your keyboard, if you press that third button from the top down, so you button number 1 and then 2 and 3, you press that third button on the left and it's tab. You might want to try and click on the fourth button. I'm mistaking myself. Caps lock. You want to try and press that button. Just try. And then type something. And maybe if you type something, you're going to actually have small letters. Because you don't need to write in capital letters, just saying. It does not bring you any more attention. The opposite, actually, it might annoy me instead. So we have this move to the upside over here. And I love your analysis. I like you being here, but just turn that caps lock off, my man. Holy shit. Okay, CC 886. Look, this is of course not great, right? You got the move to the upside, which as an impulsive structure, this does not look very nice, right? If this is your low over here, you want to have, again, it's the same stuff, really. You pick the low, you're going to check, do we have a normal impulse? There's no overlap allowed between 1 and 4. Well, if this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and 4, there is overlap, right? Not what we want. Then we can think about diagonals, contracting by far most common. Let me check and measure. I mean, the problem here is, of course, this move to the upside, but that might be, with grain of salt, you might look through it. But wave 3. So for wave 3, it's actually been nicely respected. Then you want a 4, and then you got 5. Now this, of course, is very big, which I think had to do with the, I don't know if it was the XRP thing. So the problem is, will we then count this as an inefficiency? Of course, in the bullish scenario, this is going to be the high of your wave 1, but it's not. So your wave 3 is shorter than wave 1, but your wave 5 is longer than wave 3. That's not allowed. But by all means, even if this is the high, price retraced. Even if I just do it over here, it doesn't even matter. Price retraced and hit the 886, right? The 886, and it's probabilities. The 886 is a rare target for a wave 2, common target for a wave B or a wave X. meaning any move to the upside from the 886 has a higher probability of being a wave C or a wave Y, which in turn gives higher probabilities to going down once more to take these lows. So that's basically the scenario. So of course we have a move to the upside here, right? But just because the 886 is hit, only if you check that probabilities are higher for a move down, because it's rare for a 2, common for B or X. Then you also have this bit of inefficiency, which, you know, you could potentially count it some sort of a... Wait, it can't be a contracting diagonal because I think your wave 4 is too long. Wave 4 is longer than wave 2, so it can't be a... Yeah, okay, expanding diagonal. Well, that could then work, but wave 3 is shorter, so that doesn't work. So it's not a great impulsive structure, and the 886 is hit, which increases probabilities that any move up will eventually come down. So Bitcoin hit the 886 as well. Locally, this is the 12-hour chart. On Bitcoin, it's on the 15-minute. And yes, it gives you the same probabilities, but the time frame is different, of course. Bitcoin, when you zoom out on the 15, you had the flat, right? You had a running flat, and then the A, B, C running flat. So, yeah. And then after the running flat, price continued to the upside. But in this particular scenario, you do not have a move down for an A, B, C and a running flat. This is your low here. This is your low. So in Bitcoin, you had A going above and then wave C going to the 886, and then you continued. But of course, in this scenario, you don't want this to be in wave A. You want this to be a wave 1. And this is the big difference. Because now, if this is your A, B, C, that's fine. You can hit the 886 and then go down. But if this is your wave 1 for an impulse to the upside, that is when we got a problem with the 886. So that is the difference, basically. Yeah, so, and you can get a potential wave 1 out of here if you remove the inefficiency in some sort of an expanding flat or expanding diagonal. The problem is, though, your wave 3 is shorter than 1. Your wave 4 is longer than 2. It's not nice. So at the moment, looks like higher probability for still some downside to go, basically. Okay, let's quickly look into Sol. Then we've done the top three, and then I have to go because Formula 1 is starting. But we can start it a little bit later. I was gonna... Okay. Yeah. Well, you can clearly see, right? 0.5 has been hit in between the 0.618 and 1-to-1 FIB time. Very nice. I think in general, when I did this live stream for gold, because the fact I have an analysis here is, and I mean, the fact I have a whole coin coverage playlist is because in gold, we do altcoins as well. And I analyze the altcoin charts. So that is the reason why I got some analysis on some of these. And yeah, so here, I think on Solana, all of my scenarios were to the upside on a higher time frame. Potential low of 2, potential low of a WXYXZ, which means upside. Yeah, 5-wave finished, looking for B, where we were then also, price was, I don't know, somewhere here. We were still looking for price to move to the upside for that wave B. Then you have the WXY, which then is finished, so you're going to look for upside, or you have the high time frame bullish, which was also upside. So in general, we are looking for upside on Solana, and then we have to wait and see what the reaction is at the resistance areas, right? So yeah, probabilities were higher for upside. Potentially the low is in here on Solana. You go for new all-time highs. What's the main resistance? Let's actually check if I can quickly find some confluence for you. Like a little bit of a confluence area. First of all, wait, oopsie daisy. If you enter the gap here, it's the second time you're going to hit the gap. Increases probabilities to fill the gap. We got the order block. Wait. Value area high, but I actually want to know what the volume is higher. Wow, how is there still so much volume? Where's the volume here? What? Stop it. Yes. Okay, so in general, your resistance is going to be here. Got a monthly here. Got a weekly. Yeah, and then you just have the range. Okay. So, of course, we now, did we wick this high? No, so probabilities are higher, of course, to, you know, you got a double top here now, so probabilities are very high. You're going to at least reach 48. But that then means you're going to also enter this gap over here. So, actually, this is your gap. Which already has been touched once. So this is the second touch. You can usually expect some resistance over here at 48. The moment you start closing candles here, right? High time frame candles, probabilities are high. You're going to fill the gap, which then means you're going to go to the target box here as well, which is important for Solana. And if we take the fibs from the high to the low, turn on the fibs. Oh, wait a minute. The 0.5 is in confluence with that yellow line. Very nice, right? Things coming together. Look at the 786. You got the weekly, monthly 786, golden pocket 66 here in confluence with the order block and the target box, 05 in confluence with the 48. So very clear idea of where the resistance is at the moment. You actually tapped the 05, by the way. So yeah, probabilities are higher for more upside on Solana. That being said, everyone, I got to get my ass down because, you know, I got Formula One TV, so I'll just start it a little bit later. But it's going to be watching the sprint race and then also having a date night with my fiance. So, yeah, it's fun times, fun times. So, trend-based FIP time tutorial to get an idea. The FIP time. It's something I could do. It's very complex because you actually have FIP time per Elliott Wave scenario. So yeah, I usually don't really enjoy this because I'm not really a salesy guy. But in gold, I've already done a whole FIP time video in a lot of detail. I can't put the same thing on public. So you can make like a general FIP time video, that is possible, which I actually have in my plan to make a general one, but I can't do it per scenario, per Elliott Wave pattern and stuff, because that is something I've done in gold as well. You know, gold has all Elliott Wave stuff. Can you look? Okay, pop. Yeah, ADA, like ADA in fifth wave of C minimum already complete, moving down bearish. For bull, need to cross 1, 2, 3, 6. Was this the chart that we just did? Oh, here. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't look good, right? So yeah, you're correct. Not at the moment. Hello from Greece, HVD. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Saudi Arabia, what's up, mate? Carl, welcome. Oh, wait. Yeah, let me remove this one because I gotta go. We'll do this more often because it's fun. I also like seeing some new charts and stuff. So hopefully you got an idea of QNT. I always love it when this happens. I love it. Boom. Get absolutely fucked, my friend. Can I remove these? Yeah, the message, it doesn't matter, right? No, I don't have to delete it. Denny, greetings. Hey, mate, what's up? Thank you for your time. No problem, no problem. Okay, everyone, it is time to chill for the rest of the night. And I hope you will do too, or the day, or the evening, or wherever you live in the world and whatever time zone you're living, right? I hope you have a bit of a better idea on QNT, ADA, and Solana. Those were the three in the video here. And we're going to do it more often because, you know, it's fun. It's fun. I can't do it too much because usually I just focus on Bitcoin, but it's special now because, you know, Bitcoin is doing absolutely nothing. So that is also, of course, why we kept an eye on the chart. So have a good morning, evening, weekend, wherever you live. And we're going to see each other very soon again. Okay. Bye-bye.